to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, passing may be at a premium, at least for one side. The Titans are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bengals, who will need to solve that secondary.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Returning it, John Ross. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now the rookie from Oklahoma, it's Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Flush to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Great job defensively. Stretched it out, got the tackle for loss. He had 2 TFLs last week, by the way.
Yeah, what you're describing right there is a player who can set the edge well. You always hear that, meaning he's not getting hooked by an offensive lineman or a tight end, not getting turned inside on the blocking, able to keep his outside arm free, string the play out so there's nowhere for the back to turn up.
And a loose football, and the Bengals grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Goff on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Goff now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Play action. It's gone. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. In his 10th year, here's Brett Kern to punt this one as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second and just one. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up. Wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dalton now to pass. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Time running out here on the play clock. So Dalton now dumps it off to Mixon. 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A toss play to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Second down following the run. Throwing, Dalton. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's a run with Mixon. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. Dalton's going to sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. Now they run with Mixon. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. This is Langford, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Ross on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around, hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll run here with Mixon. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This is Langford on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there, as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 84.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And that one all Packers right now. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he is leveled. Knocked down hard. Right on the 30-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. On 1st and 10, Goff. It's caught. Jeremy Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. To throw is Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Brandon, if you're not rooting for the defensive team, that was a fun play to watch. 4th down, all the throwing lanes are covered, and this guy says, let me do it myself, and shows off scrambling ability that you just can't teach.
Value 12. 2 for a 66.
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Being chased out left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. And the Lions have opened it up, leading now by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the red zone now, Goff. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 37. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the rookie from USC, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Goff. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And his throw is incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They run with Murray. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Green's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the toss, Mixon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Green will come in motion right. Dalton throwing on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Mixon. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs here. Again, it's Mixon. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They have, by the way, gone to the third quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. The Lions have scored again, widening their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Play action now. Dalton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. The play clock's running down. I don't think Dalton liked the matchup there. He's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Dalton sets up play action. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Goff on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carl Lawson able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Running right, this is Langford. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail. The Titans on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, it's gone. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The rookie from Kansas State, Jordan Willis. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Back to throw, Goff. And he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a fourth and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Titans a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Goff now on second down. Austin's got it left side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Throwing on third. Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Austin. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. After the run, Goff going to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll run here with Langford. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now Mixon, twisting away. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Roy Miller continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.